Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kate and I'm gonna try and get through this one because it looks like my battery is about to die, so I will quickly try and do a December TBR for you. So like I mentioned before in my November TBR, I'm not a huge fan of like plotting out exactly what I'm going to read. I have a selection of books here that I'd really like to get to in the next little while. And maybe I'll get to them in December, who knows. We'll see. But anyways, so the first one I'm actually currently reading, so I will definitely finish this month. I'm currently about 100 pages in, and that is The House Between the Tides by Sarah Maine. I'm loving it so far. It's just about a woman who inherits an old family home, and she's going back to try and restore it, and she kind of gets sucked into the history of the island and the people who live there. And so it goes back and forth between 2010 and 1910, and it kind of follows two women and their experience in the same house and island. So I'm really looking forward to getting through this one because I'm really enjoying it so far. It's exactly the kind of book that I like to read, and it's perfect. It's kind of like a cozy read, so it's great to read. It's getting to be cold and wintry here in Canada, so yeah, I'm really enjoying this one so far. The next few books, like I said, I'd really like to get to. One of them in particular that I'd actually really like to read, I might read next, because I want to give it as a gift to someone for Christmas, and I'd like to be able to read it before I give it to them so I can actually properly recommend it, and that is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, which I believe follows a couple of women during the Second World War. So if you like World War II stories, maybe you want to give this one a shot. The next one is kind of a Canadian literature. It's A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, which was a Man Booker Prize finalist. And this kind of follows a woman who finds kind of a message in a bottle from a young girl from Japan, and I guess just kind of their histories and their stories. So hopefully I can get to this one soon. I've had this on my shelf for a while, and I've really been wanting to read it. I have this bad habit of putting off books that I really want to read, just because I know that I'm going to love them and I don't want to not have them there waiting for me. So we'll see. Maybe I'll finally get to this one this month. The next one is another Canadian Hamlet, and that's The Lamp at Noon and Other Stories by Sinclair Ross. So if you go to school in Canada, you've probably read some Sinclair Ross if you studied English at all in high school or in university. I love Sinclair Ross's stories. He's a phenomenal writer. So I'm really looking forward to reading this collection. They're kind of the two that I've read. Let's see. One's a Heifer and The Painted Door are the two Sinclair Ross stories that I have read, and they're both obviously set in Canada, and kind of deal with experiences a little bit more unique to Canadians dealing with the winter, but they both also have kind of these creepy elements to them, ghost-like stories almost. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this one. I really like Sinclair Ross's writing, so hopefully I can finally pick this one up. The next one has been kind of floating around booktube for a while, and I think there's kind of like a loose series, maybe duology, I'm not sure. I think the next one just came out or is coming out soon, and that's The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. So this is a science fiction, I think just about a crew or a woman on a ship. I like science fiction, and I like kind of explorations of like character explorations, dealing with relationships between people. So this might be interesting kind of in a small space away from home. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure what this is about. We'll see. Hopefully I'll get to this one. The next one I have has also been making the rounds on BookTube this year, and that's The Butcher's Hook by Janet Ellis. This one is about a girl who falls in love with a butcher's son, but she is expected by her parents, I believe, to marry somebody else. So I'm not sure if it's like really kind of true to the romance genre, or if it's more, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like serious or if it's comedic in any way or humorous. We'll see. Either way, I think I'll enjoy this one. Next is one that I picked up recently, or purchased recently. I hauled it in one of my last videos, and that's Outer Dark by Cormac McCarthy, which is about a woman who is looking for her baby who her brother put out in the wild to die. I'm really looking forward to reading this one. I love Cormac McCarthy's writing, and I really like kind of frontier fiction. So anything kind of like Cormac McCarthy, or if you've read or seen The Revenant, that's the kind of stuff that I like to read. And Canadian fiction, like early Hamlet, tends to kind of fall into those themes as well. So Sinclair Ross is kind of in the same boat. So I'm really looking forward to this one. It sounds amazing, and it's nice and short, so hopefully I can get through this one as well. And then the last one I have here is another one that I've had on my shelf for a long time. That was making its rounds a few years ago, and that's The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. And again, I'm not entirely sure what this is about. It sounds like it's a boy who kind of gets sucked into or lost in the book, in his imagination. So I think as a reader, we tend to like books about reading and getting lost in reading. So we'll see. I'm not sure if this is kind of spooky or not, but I'm looking forward to this one as well. I've heard great things about all of these books. So if any of you have read any of these, let me know your thoughts on them, and if you think there's one that I should get to right away, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.